Aquarius, hi. This will be a reading for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So Aquarius, it seems like you might be feeling a bit blocked in some ways, or feeling, maybe unclear, or sort of a break in communication or even momentum. You're very much on top of sort of investigating or waiting in some way, but it's almost like your strength is fading, okay? And you may even have some level of, I want to say unhealed something happening, but you're very clear in your vision, okay? You're crystal clear, actually. And you have the sun, so this suggests that you have a very bright vision for yourself, and a very sort of positive outlook at the moment. It's sort of a very freeing outlook, as well as maybe a level of illumination in something, because it feels like, you might be leaving a specific person behind, but this also really kind of talks about leaving behind what really doesn't fit you anymore in some way. This is about making some changes, and that might bring a lot of strain or weight on your shoulders in some way. But I will say, after it does seem like you're nearing the end of a period of difficulty, because we do have the 10 of Cups ahead of you, okay? So this would suggest a very, it's sort of the happily ever after card for me. It's very much, we have like a happy family, there's a rainbow, there's, so it looks like you're going to achieve this level of stability, and even maybe family life, if that's something that appeals to you. But it does sort of come after a period of, difficulty, changes, evolution, growth. And it's like you've sort of made up your mind on certain things. You've dropped certain burdens for yourself, and you're walking away, again, from people, places, things that really just don't seem to fit you. And there may be a fire up under you right now in a lot of ways, a determination even. There's something that you very much want to achieve. Success in something, maybe. And, I have to say that you do get there with a level of confusion being removed and a very balanced approach. You have the Ace of Wands in the outcome. And this is accompanied after a tower, after maybe mistakes, after having to move forward from certain people, things, or whatever it may be, right? But this is going to launch you forward in a very creative way, in a very self-focused way, in a very productive way. And I think that you'll begin to evolve into the next chapters of your life that you really seem to want to develop here. Okay. So in a lot of ways, your advice is to let go of, you know, especially if you've experienced any sort of sudden changes or um, realizations or what have you, because you have the Tower in your perspective. So this to me suggests that you've been sort of hit with a shock to the system, even in some ways. Maybe an ending or maybe a new direction taken, because you have the Page of Cups in reverse. So this is sort of detaching, maybe on an emotional level in some ways. But you know, and that this is in the advice, mind you. So if you're having difficulty with that, that's sort of the suggestion. And basically to move forward without anxiety, to not focus on what really doesn't serve you or doesn't help you, even if that's resentment or just like anxiety or intrusive thoughts, anything like that. Yeah, because we have the devil and the things unseen. So the devil is a very like obsessive energy. It's a very aggressive energy. It can be anything tied to codependency, vice, you know, that kind of thing, addiction even. But you know, this is sort of balancing out your energy and really being more protective of yourself, maybe, or just being a lot more picky with the people that you really involve yourself with, or even the activities that you choose to engage in. And you're sort of taking a leap forward into unknown territory, right? This is moving away from maybe things that were even regarded as treasures one point. So it's not necessarily without pain, but you do it to evolve your life, to broaden your perspective, to gain wisdom. And you know, it would basically suggest not to engage in meaningless conflict and basically manage your way to the sun. And in a lot of ways, you might be figuring out what that is for you, what it is that you're sort of really motivated by, what you really want to chase. And I think that that's what you're beginning on the path of discovering. And, you know, meanwhile, detaching from a lot of the outside influences or burdens of others. So overall, it's a very positive message of really transformation, progress, evolution is the message I get from this reading. So Aquarius, I hope this was helpful for you. And if you enjoyed it, please do like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. I'm going to take this a bit further on my Patreon. So that's the first link below. If you want to see the extended full version of this reading, that's where you'll find it. So I hope to see you on Patreon. Again, first link below. But if not, then have a great night and thank you for joining.